Hello, beautiful soul. We are here in this cosmic play, and this is our playground, this world, this realm, this space. So let's dive in to today's theme, which is the importance of checking ourselves before we wreck ourselves, meaning be mindful of what we are consuming. Not just the food we are consuming, but the content we are consuming. Because there's content out here that is programming people to become dramatic little bitches. Very reactive, very reactive. The content people are watching is a play on emotions. And now more than ever, it's really good to be a master of our emotions and to recognize that what we consume is either reinforcing our addictions to certain emotions, or it's actually stabilizing us, centering us, supporting us to remember the more deeper, bigger, universal truths that are actually going to empower us and help us to feel more trust, love, peace, and joy in our lives. I'm going to share a real life story real quick. So I watch Swedish shows. Any show where they speak Swedish, not any show, but I love watching shows that are speaking Swedish because it reminds me of my homeland, and hearing the language Swedish helps to ground me and make me feel like home. So I did a mistake where I chose to watch The Bachelor, the Swedish version of The Bachelor. Now, what happens when you watch The Bachelor? There's a subtle programming that's there. The programming is women are supposed to compete with each other. We're only good enough if we get the attention and the validation from a man. Our beauty and our appearance and how nice we appear is what defines our value and worth. We're supposed to be in competition with our sisters, not in collaboration or support. We're literally needing to compete for love. And it is scarce. Love is scarce. This is the programming of The Bachelor show. Warning, do not watch The Bachelor. Do not watch almost any reality shows, because these shows are programming people to be, like I said, reactive little bitches. So many people are watching this shit. So many people watch The Bachelor. So many Swedish women watch The Bachelor. Now, what do we see, unfortunately? What do we still see in the world? We still see competition, jealousy, insecurities, all because of men and us getting their attention or not getting their attention. It's okay to have insecurities, but when the insecurities is based off of, look, that man didn't look at me like that, or my partner didn't smile at me in the way I need him to, that is really weak. That is not a power move. How are we really going to be powerful, juicy, sexy, and alive if we're giving that much power to men and what they do or don't do? The truth is that you're already super sexy and beautiful as you are, gorgeous woman. You're feminine, you're a woman. You got everything. You got the feminine energy in you. And it's not so much about focusing on what the men do or don't do, or needing to look at other women. Oh my God, is she more beautiful than me? Does she have something I don't have? It's not about that. It's about actually focusing on our heart and our body and our being and our pleasure and seeing what lights us up, what brings us joy, and focusing and doing that. But The Bachelor makes it seem like being in a relationship with a man is the most important thing in one's life. And giving that importance, like saying that is love. You want to know what love is? Not scarce. Love is not limited. Love is not something that we need to compete for. Love is infinite, and it is abundant, and it is in everything. It is in your body. It is in your heart. It is in your pussy. It is in your throat. It is in your voice. It is in your cells and in your hair and in your nails and in the sky and in the grass and in the wind and in the freaking literal every moment. It's what we are eternally, forever. So, warning, what you consume can either cause you to be a fucking whiny, weak little bitch, or what you consume through content can make you more stable, more empowered, more relaxed and at ease, and more just like, I ain't gonna fucking let bullshit get to me. So when it comes to consuming stuff that's really going to empower you, listen to good audiobooks more than you watch horrible TV shows, especially reality shows. They're really designed to play on emotions and to bring about emotion and to make you get into a state where you're bitching and complaining and judging other people. That's a big one, judging other people. Not a nice place to be and not good to practice those emotions. So this is my quick message about that. Be mindful of what you consume so that you don't become a weak little fucking bitch that's complaining all the time, because that's not who you are. That's actually not who you are. You can't even really become that, but it can be seemingly there and something that you are in, and that's just not going to be a fun life. You're not going to feel fun. You're not going to feel juicy and wet and turned on all the time. And that's what we deserve. We all deserve to feel that, including men deserve to feel powerful, alive, and powerful. and like just centered and clear and empowered. And the TV reality shows don't support with that. They just create drama. They might seem entertaining. It might be entertaining to watch these things, but then if you actually see what they're programming, the subconscious programs of those shows, it ain't fun no more. It ain't pretty, because that can actually leak into your relationship, your personal relationships, and you'll have a bunch of drama and insecurities in your relationships. I've experienced it. I've experienced feeling like, whoa, I was watching The Bachelor, like several episodes, and then all of a sudden I felt like I was that woman. I was the woman who was insecure, who was scared she was going to lose her man. And it's okay, obviously, to be in those things, but sometimes it's actually because of what I've been watching versus what's actually truly authentic to my essence and nature. In my essence and nature, I'm not afraid of losing anybody. I'm not afraid of losing my partner, because there's no such thing as loss for me. There's no such thing as loss when I'm living in the universal truth of love that is always here and it's who I am, and I don't need to hold on to a man or try to keep a man or compete to keep a man or be jealous and afraid if there's other women around that might seemingly be able to take the man. That's not my reality. That's not what's the most authentic. Is remembering that love is abundant and it is not scarce. It is infinitely abundant and it's who I am. So I just need to continue living in that truth and being in that, and you too, and we all deserve that. So please be mindful of what you consume, because man, it can have a great impact. It's everything we're consuming is subtly programming us either into thriving, empowered life, or to a weak, disempowered, confused, scared, fearful life. It could either be a loving, thriving life or the opposite. So you choose, make your wise choice. You deserve to be happy, joyful, peaceful, and everything like that. So may we enjoy this cosmic playground to the best of our abilities, and may we know that we get to play, sing, and dance here and really feel alive. That's why we're here. So bye-bye.